All right, we got that quick meal prep video, man. I told y'all I was gonna give y'all another quick recipe to make, man. You meal prepping, you heavy into your fitness, man. This is a great one right here. This meal right here took me all of 35 minutes to make, from the prep game, you know, dicing up the vegetables, the meat, the shrimp, to cooking it, all the way from start to finish, man. So it's a quick little meal. You know, I eat on this probably 3 days, just 3 days worth for me. You know, I do this probably every Monday, you know what I'm saying? It's a quick, like I say, quick little meal. I usually get the turkey kielbasa sausage. I get a red pepper, green pepper, mushrooms, and I get some shrimp, right? So, you know, you wash off your vegetables. Your prep game is essential, right? Dice up the vegetables and your kielbasa sausage. I take the tail off my shrimp. You know what I'm saying? I use a few seasonings. You don't need a lot of seasonings for this neither. I use Greek seasoning, total seasoning, some seafood seasoning for the shrimp. Boom, we ready to go. So, bam, after I cut up all the ingredients, right, dice up everything, prep game, good to go. You know, I use some olive oil. I spray both pans with olive oil. Then I put in the vegetables with the kielbasa meat. I let that cook down. Boom. I do the shrimp separately. The shrimp is cooked, but I don't take no chance. I just cook the shrimp separately, you know, season it up with some seafood seasoning, and I let them both cook, right? I let them do their thing. Boom. Then, you know, once they're all cooked down, they're simmering, what I do is I take the shrimp and I put it in with the kielbasa and the vegetables, and I let it all cook together. Man, I'm stirring it up, cooking it on low, letting it simmer, man, letting all the good flavorings and seasonings mix all up in there, marinating up in there. This time too, I use some Korean barbecue seasoning. You know, the sky's the limit. The options are endless, you know, as far as what seasonings you want to use. Sometimes I use, what is that seasoning? It gives it a spicy kick to it, man. Ground red pepper. I do different things, man. You know, like if you want to do a different type of seasoning, you want to use different herbs and spices, the choice is yours, man. You know, I'm just giving y'all the baseline for a quick and easy meal prep that you could do. You know, like I say, 30 minutes, it's done. Boom. I got 3 containers, man. I got the third one right here. We good to go. So, bam, I let them cook all together. And like I said, I added in that Korean barbecue sauce. Then I stirred it. I let it cook for about 5 more minutes. Bam, it's done. So, I use some of those bags of rice, the Uncle Ben's rice. Hold on 1 second. I use these right here, man. You can, you microwave these in the microwave for 90 seconds, right? Bam, that's my side. You know, like I said, the options are endless. You can add in roasted vegetables. You can have a salad if you want on the side with it. You could do a baked potato. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different variations. You know, the main thing I want to stress is to have fun with it. You know, when you on your fitness journey, you working out, you dieting, you going to the gym. You know, that's why I do these videos. You know, my pre-workout ritual. You know, I'm in here hype, turning up, finna go to the gym, so people can be excited about it. You know, and when I'm making these meals, you know, I want them to be flavorful, tasty. You know, as long as they're under the calories, I don't really track my macros and this and that, man. I just eat cleaner, man. I know when I look at the back of the ingredients, look, 400 calories for 1 pouch. I only use, 2 pouches, divided that by 3. That's probably 300 calories for the rice. The kielbasa sausage, that probably ain't got but 100, maybe 200 calories in it. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can get it out. Hold on. Where is it at? So I'm going to show y'all right now. I ain't even got it. What did I do with it? It's all good. But bam, the shrimp, you know, don't have a lot of calories. Green and red pepper doesn't have a lot of calories. You know, mushrooms don't have hardly no calories. So bam, perfect meal. You know what I'm saying? The key to fat loss and weight loss is staying under your calories. You know what I'm saying? Majority of the time, 85%, 90% of the time, you know, and you don't have to be perfect. I try to stress that in my videos as well. You know, you just got to be consistent. You know, most of us, we just average Joes. We just trying to see some results from the gym. We staying consistent on our journey. We not trying to get down to 2% body fat like we're going to do a bodybuilding show. So that's why I say you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. If you want to get leaner, you have to eat cleaner. You know what I'm saying? I did a video, what was that? A couple days ago, right? It was my cheat night. And I was stressing the opposite, for my hard gainers out there, my people that might be like 150 pounds with quarters in your pockets, you like skinny, you trying to put on, the muscle size and add on mass. You got to do the opposite, man. You got to eat big. You got to eat like them people on My 600 Pound Life. What they do when you watch, if you ever watch My 600 Pound Life, they just sit there and eat everything in sight. They can't even walk. Half of them, they be 700-800 pounds. Can't even walk without breaking through the floor of the house. You know what I'm saying? But they just eat. You got to keep eating. Bam. The thing with them, though, is they forget the working out part. I know I don't like to talk bad about people. I'm just being realistic and I'm being honest. They can't work out because they so big, So you got to use that to your advantage. You're going to eat now. You eating pizza, burgers, you eat a lot of calories. You got to eat like them. They probably eat about 10, 15,000 calories a day, man. That's damn near eating more than a damn hippo. That's how they get so big. They just get big in the wrong way. Like I said, they're not factoring the working out, lifting weights. So as a hard gainer, if you skinny, you eat like how they eat, and then you go to the gym, you pumping that iron, man, squats, deadlift, bench, military press, barbell rows. Focus on that stuff. Lift as heavy as possible, reps, and eat like your life depends on it. You're going to get the size. You're going to swell up. It's inevitable. Some people be like, oh, I got a fast metabolism. I eat enough already. Obviously, you're not eating enough, because if you was, you would be getting the size. I remember when I first started lifting weights, right? I was 13 years old. 140 pounds. I could only bench like 225s on the side of the bar, 95 pounds. By my senior year of high school, I went from 140 to 185 pounds. My bench press, it went from 95 pounds to my senior year, I was benching 335. So you see what I'm saying? You got to be consistent with it, And I wasn't like massing, I played football, but I was like, for my position, being a senior in high school, man, I was out there dumping. I was first team All-State, All-Ohio. I had to be, fast, explosive, so I didn't want to bulk up too crazy, but I'm just using that as an example. If you a hard gainer, you trying to put on that mass, you got to eat, man. That's the key. You got to eat. But the diet is majority of the battle when it comes to your fitness goals. Whether you bulking up, you trying to get leaner, see your abs, lose weight, you got to eat like this. Majority of the time, you can't outwork a bad diet. You know what I'm saying? I remember I used to think I could outwork a bad diet and I'd be big as hell, like 239. I think the biggest I got was like 240. I was throwing up crazy weight. I'm benching like 450 in the gym, but I couldn't really see my abs. So I was like, I had to go ahead and get on the diet and be consistent with it. When I did my first cut about 3-4 years ago, I went from that to like 205. Bam. I just did this last cut. If y'all been tracking me, following my journey through these videos, last December 2023, I was like 240. That was when I was benching 450, big as hell. I looked husky. You know what I'm saying? But you could tell I worked out. Bam. I start my cut the New Year's before 2024. I start my cut early. Most people start their New Year's resolution the day of. I started the week before. By June, I'm down to 205. Shredded abs. You can see my fist gills. I call them fist gills, your obliques. When you can see them indentations in your ass. I had all that. Now I'm back up to like 220 right now. So, it's easy for me to put on weight. This is what I want to stress, to my people, my hard gainers out there. For me, it's easy to put on weight. I got down to 205 back in June. It's September. I'm already back up to 220. I like to eat. I'm a natural foodie. So if you a natural foodie, the type of person that can eat like a whole pizza, you go out to eat, man, at the restaurant, you get a 5-course meal. You go to the Chinese buffet, get like 4 plates. And that's damn near, when I go to Olive Garden, I get like damn the soup, the breadsticks, the salad, a big ass bowl of pasta, probably 2 slices of cheesecake. I might have a drink too. That's probably about 4,000 calories in one meal. You know what I'm saying? You only supposed to have like 35 to 4 in a whole day, depending on your fitness level, how big you are, what you're trying to do. If I'm eating like that and lifting, of course I'm going to gain weight. So now my next objective, my birthday is in December. I always take the whole week of my birthday out off and I fly out the country to an island somewhere for the whole week. So I'm about to start my next cut. You know, this is a part of the journey, man. So y'all can tune in with me, man. Y'all can follow along with me, man. By December, I'm going to be right back lean. You know, I know once you know how to do it and you study the formula and understand it, cutting weight or bulking up, whatever your fitness gym goes, is easy. You know, you just got to do it the first time. Study the formula, you know, record your results, see what works for you. You know, different things work for different people. For instance, when it comes to my meal prep, I can only meal prep for like 3 days. I can only eat the same thing for like 3 days. I can't do a whole week's worth of meal prep and eat the same thing for a whole 7 days. I'm sorry. So I know what works for me. So I only meal prep for these like 3 days, and then I switch it up. I might do baked chicken or baked fish. You know, I'm doing what works for me. You know, if you know it, you could do what 3-4 days and you can sustain that, then do that. Don't try to do something you know you can't sustain long term. That's the key. Being consistent, being disciplined, and being able to sustain it. That's why you see people, they do these 90-day crash diets. They do these the next fad workout. You can get shredded and get abs in 10 minutes a day. None of that shit work because it's not sustainable. You have to do what works for you and what you can sustain. If y'all like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. I got the merchandise for sale on my website. Check out my website. Hoodies and t-shirts for sale on my website, man. Y'all got any input on this, any comments, any thoughts, any ideas for future videos? Drop a comment. I'll be sure to get back with you as soon as I can. Y'all know how we coming. Let's get motivated.